Hi, honey bunny Libras. Welcome back to the channel, and we are here for our long form video. It is a whatever comes out, and we are going to be reading the cards depending on how they fall. Of course, you guys know how we do. Knight of Swords is at the bottom of the deck of the menu gourmet, but we won't be touching that until clarifications. Welcome back. Let's do the shuffle for Libra, please. For Libra, please. Okay, sorry, I'm not gonna be silly. We had the Devil and the Two of Pentacles there. Somebody is eyeballing a few messages for you. If you haven't spoken to them, they're in a Two of Pentacles, the Lovers. Okay, let's see what delivery we have here. Of course, you guys know I don't know what they are. Five of Pentacles and the Seven. Five of Pentacles and the Seven. So the Seven of Pentacles is taking time and patience to walk to somebody. When you speak about it in terms of Libra's lover or their best friend, someone needs a little patience to come toward you, okay? They could be gathering bits and pieces of information in the Seven of Pentacles. Deliberating contact is the Seven, and the Five of Pentacles, of course, feeling left out from you. Let's look at the artwork a little bit closer. We do have some people that are very much shivering behind this terraced wall. So they're here together huddling for some warmth. And then we have one significant person here with a little bit. She has like a purse that she's holding. She's like snatching it close to her, almost reminiscent of the Four of Pentacles. They feel left out of what you're doing, but would really like to knock on your door. That's what it feels like with the Seven of Pentacles. Really wanting contact, trying to understand what you're doing. Five of Pentacles is definitely like scarce, not enough information, and that's still here in the evening time. We have the Lovers. So somebody feels like they're your soulmate. They feel like they're yours. They feel like you have more than a friendship. I mean, the Lovers card is definitely spicy. It's a spicy card. It's about someone who believes they are your true soulmate. I'm going to go off that. That's going to be my overall. And you guys know I kind of deal with things here like Ed McMahon. It's like, that's the ring. Eight of Cups. I'm a little bit goofy because we did a lot of karaoke in the house tonight. Excuse me if it's a little too goofy. Eight of Cups. So they're really looking at this regret of walking away from you. It was a bad choice. That's what it feels like. And that's what it bees like. Eight of Cups. I don't mean to laugh, but I do think that walking away from you created a stringent line. I almost want to call the reading that because it looks like there's division on the table. Okay, Six of Cups. We'll keep touching it in a moment. I halved it to the Six of Pentacles. We could have a Taurus that wants to give back or return. They might even be seeing you with somebody else. That's also what it feels like you could have met somebody very recently, okay? So I wish I could show you too. There's like intricate Indian, I have like an Indian bindi. I'll do that in the next video. I promise. Six of Pentacles, show me the rest of the emotions tonight, please. And that one was coming out. If you guys see me help it slide out, it's because it's actually coming out. High Priestess, yeah, they definitely feel like you know outer worldly things. She's a secrets keeper. She fills her heart with those secrets. Sometimes she takes them to the grave, the High Priestess. They feel like you're 5D snatched. You know how like when girls do makeup on YouTube, they're like, that's snatched. That's what it feels like, is you're 3D snatched, or 5D even. They feel like you have options with the Seven of Cups. They could feel like you're exploring those in a fun way, even if your life is not reflectant of that or it's reflective towards the Seven of Cups. So emotionally, they feel like you did the Eight. They also feel like you have the Seven. You have the Seven and Eight of Cups in tonight's reading. The one that's in my hand still is the Six of Wands. Did you come home from something is what I want to ask you, Libras, because it looks like you've just arrived. Take that on an esoteric level, on a very sound level with yourself and your brood, like your friends and family, but it looks like you've just arrived at something. Six of Wands. That's, I expect a lot of the fire cards to come back, okay, in the next few days. Fire, right there when I split. The Eight of Wands is about communication. They might need something from the Six to the Eight of Wands. Six of Pentacles to the Eight of Wands might be a necessity or a need. You could read it that way, and it's possible you could, if you were a reader, you can say that with fervence. And then the Ace of Swords, they got to bring you the truth. And I feel like this person has like the other half of the story as well. You have part of it, they have the other half to fill in the gaps. I think you know that too. Ace of Swords. You could be dealing with your own air brethren. I like to say that. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and there's a definitive Pisces you could be in talks with, because this kind of looks like you talk to a Pisces. Okay, that kind of, it looks like you also could be doing that, but I think people want to talk to the High Priestess. You could have a lot of sage advice, somebody people go to for a lot of counsel, and you could be a safe person to talk to too. And I feel that. I feel like friends, family, and those who are emotional right now can actually come to you. I think they feel safe with you because you give the spiel in a way where it's non-judgmental. That's what's coming across. Very final in this reading, because you could also be the one offering the truth with the Ace of Swords. What are their feelings? We have the Knight of Cups, yes, and the King of Pentacles, yes. King of Pentacles, sorry. King of Pentacles, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, and then Taurus over here. I think I wanted to do a new love video. This could be capturing my intent because I placed the intention out there. This looks like a new person. It looks like a new guy, somebody who has taken attraction to you. They can be very well off. This talks about somebody who's doing very well in life. Again, I told you guys the ox for me is a symbol of machinery, big thought. The ox can also be property, cars, and also a home, because this is one of the biggest mammals, in my opinion. King of Pentacles with Taurus. A Torreño in the reading. Knight of Cups, also very romantic. They could also be wanting to message you. They could be part of that group or groups of people that are very intrigued with your intellect. A lot of you who say, well, I'm not even a reader, like I'm an into it, you might be saying, but people might be more reassured coming to you than someone who looks more judgmental. Does that make sense? So yeah, an apology, Page of Swords. You have now what I call the parade of pages. I've never heard anyone say that before, but I think the parade of pages has begun. We have an apology, and then we have a Page of Swords here. This looks like somebody doing research or asking questions about you. I have a story here, okay, and I'm seeing the dynamic in the cards plus intuition. I like when you're peeking. I know. They seem to take an interest of you through other people. The Six of Wands, I count this as a person, Leo. Okay, this is someone who could have came home or moved back to your town, and they're concerned still if you live in the same place. So they could be inquiring from inquiring minds. I also see a dynamic here of somebody reaching out to people who they think know you. I really, really want to make this the screenshot right here, because that's what basically told me that. From the Page of Swords to the Eight of Wands to the High Priestess. There's somebody inquiring, and I'm getting something about inquiring minds. Someone who for sure knows you, who's delivering information to this well sought out new person, because I do think they're doing the research. Okay. Page of Swords. Clarify for me the Page of Swords. Show me this new person. Show me this new person for Libra. And I have a huge stack. When it lands in my hand, I take it all. And I also read it as a sentence. 10 of Pentacles is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. They could start off as an earth sign. Again, you're getting, if it wasn't just that well-to-do person, this is still describing that je ne sais quoi of the King of Pentacles. They're very much about material wealth. They could have achieved that at a young age. So this person is looking for a partner. Page of Cups also coming in with sincerity, asking people about you. They could be a younger water sign. or this was already established, and some of you have the residual news from a Page of Cups. We have the Nine of Pentacles. They see that you're single, soft, sweet, sufficient, and supple. Okay, lots of S words. They could have an S name, maybe Sean, Seth, Stephen are the words coming to me for my females. For my men, maybe Celine, Serene is also coming through. Maybe even Selena. S names were really vibrant right there. I'm also seeing 444, dynamics, 2. 7 is really big in this reading, and the number of 10 in the 10 of Pentacles. And you had the 10 of Cups earlier today. The World, something has definitely closed out with you and a previous partner. I'm going to go ahead and say this is the PP card today. This is previous partner. It's giving previous partner vibes. And the World card is Capricorn. You could have closed it out with a Capricorn, but I also see a possibility of an incoming one too. You could have met on the internet, or something here started with the intranets and talking online. Some of you went back to online dating if that's your thing. If it's not, and there's plenty of you who don't do that, the Page of Swords definitely found you amongst friends and mutuals, because you closed out something, and I feel like they asked about that too. So they asked about a previous romance concerning you. The Emperor, the Justice card, and the Five of Swords. I'm going to read them all separately because I do believe today they are separate entities and energies. I think you're the Emperor, okay? And I'll tell you why. Amid seeing all of these masculines on the table, they have preferably chosen to say they live in a very materialistic world. I think you're an Emperor and you've mastered the 5D. So a lot of you who've been with me on the channel for 4+ years, if you nodded with that part, it's because you have gone through all of the major arcanas. You might even be going through it again. And I mean that with love, because each and every time you go through that cycle, it feels different depending on what the previous lesson was about. And some of us are closing out severe karmic cycles, something that you haven't learned from either, which is completely okay. Sometimes when you don't learn from that, this is also what it looks like. It looks like a 9 to 10 of Pentacles. It looks like there's been productive solo work. Again, the confidence is here. So you have built up that confidence with succession. And people might be not only grossly intimidated by that, but your 10 of Pentacles also is a source for public proof. Sometimes also it is proof of your respect. The respect people have for you communally and maybe even at work, because 9 of Pentacles is a work card. It's attached to occupation. It's attached to anything that you love to do and the garden you're growing. I forgot an oracle deck, which I did want to use, but I will bring it out for reading number 2. Justice in the 5 of Swords is anyone who wrote you off. That's kind of the sentence I'm getting the beginnings of, or underestimated your capability, is seeing you in a new light. The Justice is definitely that new light. So because I said that, I do have to check it now. What is that Justice card, please? Thank you. Page of Wands sideways, if you guys watched its arrival. And when the Page of Wands is sideways, this can have dual meanings. So I'm going to go ahead and express that. The upright form is news, or it's a younger fire sign in connection to you that wants connection traditionally. When it's sideways, it means that the news is being deliberated on. Either somebody doesn't want to bring it to you out of jealousy or envy, or they're keeping it at bay for their own concern. That's where I don't like this kind of energy, because it could help or hurt the Justice card. As you can see, it's crossing on the table. We do have an 8 of Swords, and the Chariot returns with a Tower I feel like was already experienced. This Tower is breakthrough news. Have you guys ever seen like the ticker on CNN or Fox or any of the news establishments you like, Reuters or Associated Press, where the ticker, it keeps going even if the news is evolving? I feel like that's what's going on with the Tower card in a traditional and general sense. This person, whether they made their way to you today or struggled to find the time to with the Chariot, that was the main intention, was to come and travel toward you, express ideas of moving in your direction. I want to see why they feel limited now, because this backed it. It was just like that on the table. So they do have some type of restriction. Okay. What is their restriction? If they are a active Page of Swords, which they've been showing up predominantly in the reading of, what can I surmise with the Chariot card, please, for tonight's energy? Five of Swords. They feel pain. They feel pain for either something that they did to you or something that they did in the past that they cannot switch around or redo. Now, what's great about this card is it's also a card of walking away from the fight. If you guys remember, in traditional Rider-Waite's, he holds up the sword while everyone else is walking away. The Five of Swords is our air suit, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. So what I see here is actually Wheel of Fortune. That's how you know the reading's full circle too. After shuffle, post shuffle. The Empress, the Six of Swords. So you have the Five and the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords is that bento box. If you guys could see, I'm going to ruin the shuffle because I'm clutching it for dear life. And the Five of Swords talks about their anguish. I think it's with you. If I read it any other way, it wouldn't be the reality of it. Like the Five of Swords is the anguish they feel towards you. They could be Cancer, Taurus, Sag, Pisces. Aries was big in this reading. And the Page of Swords, which is more air signs. I think I covered Capricorn earlier in the World card. It's buried now, and I know it was here. Leo was in the Six of Wands, if my memory serves me correctly for you. I do see a changed person. Like I do think they've been working on themselves honestly. They've been showing up as really, really high court cards. Even the Chariot is major arcana. Emperor, major arcana. King of Pentacles, high court card. Upright, Ten of Pentacles. So I don't know if they want to share this information with you or they recently received a type of justice in their life, because it seems like they got a Ten of Pentacles too. That's inheritance, riches, abundance, future income, tax money, if you want to get real specific. Seven of Wands, they're guarded because they have carnal desire with the devil. I just split it and it was that big ass hibachi grill, and the Emperor again with the lobster. With the red lobster. So the Star, the King of Wands, the Chariot again, and the Wheel of Fortune. I think that they want to change how you see them also with the King of Wands, because they really want you to fall in love with them again. And if it's a new person, they just want to establish a friendship with you. I think they want to get to a Two of Cups. Okay, clarify the Two of Cups for the new person. Clarify the Empress. I just saw this card too with that lovely staunch jelly. So I've come to a conclusion here. I've divided the cards evenly. I have processed discernment. I have processed the cards. One person is in a 5 and 3 of Swords over you. So this could be anybody that's still attached to your energy, or they feel really close to you. And by the way, somebody could be close to you just energetically. Doesn't matter if there was cord cutting. And then Empress card is overall how everybody feels about you on the table. Families, 10 of Pentacles. I do think a new person is trying to give to you. They just don't know how yet. They're receiving information, though, from a conduit, a person in between, if you will. What do they feel? Like, the new person intrigues me a lot. The Lovers. They also feel like you're a possible soulmate. The Empress and the Lovers is really big as feelings. That's what I want to attack in the next reading. And then you have the Moon. You're not supposed to know right now. It's one of those things the universe doesn't also want you to know for effective surprise. Okay? Because this moon is not talking about the next full moon in Virgo. This comes off as a surprise to me. Let's just check it underneath 3 of Cups. This person wants to take you out on a date, or in fact invite you out because they know you frickin' deserve it. I'm sorry I was so angry in this reading too. Or, you know, like hyper. 10 of Swords, 7 of Swords, Magician. That's like wanting to invite you out. I think they feel like you're healing with the Ten of Swords. I could be wrong about that, but I feel in my gut that the Ten of Swords is a past person. Okay, my loves, my sweethearts, thank you for joining me tonight. I will have that as the opening piece, and you're not just supposed to know yet with the Page of Swords and the Moon card. You're not supposed to know.